Hey, what's up, guys and gals? It's me, your old buddy Mr. Moose, back with another edition of Farming Simulator 2015. We are back on Manchester, and if you caught my last live stream, you know we planted field number 1 in wheat right before the end of the day. Today is the following day, and we've gone ahead and fast-tracked time to 6 a.m. So we're ready to see how our overnight growth did. And so far, so good. Things are looking good. If we look at our soil pH, we are at 6.8, so we are neutral right now. Our soil moisture is 43%, so we are about 14% low. That will come with a good soaking of any kind of wet application, whether that be water or herbicide, which later on today we are going to be putting some herbicide onto this field, so that's going to be fine. Our nitrogen is 6 and our pK is 3, so we're pretty good shape right now. We will have to put some more nutrients into the field, but overall things are looking pretty good. Now day 2 is always the day that I put weed preventative in. That will come later on in probably the next episode, but today we are going to do a little bit of planting, so we're going to continue to get our next fields prepped. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go grab the planter and get to seeding another field today. So we'll come back and worry about weed prevention a little bit later on. But for now, we've got to get fields number 4 and fields 6 and 7 planted. So that's where we're going to be headed to work right now. Oh, very foggy morning here on the farm. Turn those headlights on so people can see us, and we'll head back to the main yard and we'll get started today. So anyways, hope you guys are doing well. I guess the big news from E3 is that FarmSim has announced its release date for late October. You know, it seems like that got leaked out a while back, and that the 27th was when it was going to be anyway. So it seems like we heard that about, I don't know, a month ago. Just, it was never anywhere verified. But now that it's on their website in print, everybody pretty much knows now that that's when it's going to be. So anyways, so you can go ahead and start pre-ordering it off of their website if you want to. That is available for you. No new stunning revelation as far as I'm concerned with anything. Now, maybe we'll see some more information come out at E3, but as far as I know, nothing major or startling has been announced. It seems like I saw everybody and their brother posting something yesterday about, oh, FarmSim release date, FarmSim release date, and it's like, heard that one before, so. But yeah, they got a new little more streamlined website, and they put a release date up, and you can go ahead and pre-order if you would like to from them, which is cool. And then, you know, I guess I saw there's a couple of different pieces of artwork on there, and showcasing some of the different AGCO tractors. I guess the biggest revelation out of the whole thing was the whole having the cat tractor in there. That was about the only thing I saw that was of interest to me. So anyways, let's get to planting. We've got our John Deere planter on here. I am looking at a new planter, and I'm going to do some testing on it later and see how it works. I just didn't get it downloaded and have time to test it today for this video, but I will. I'm looking at a different planter to start using. I'm just not real happy with this one, so. Alright. We put weed in field number 4. Field number 1, excuse me. Let's look at our inventories again and see just what we've got going on. Now look at our schedule again. We've got what is that, hail coming in on Monday. That's never good. But anyways, we've got wheat growing, and we'll have plenty of wheat by the time that field gets done. So potatoes I'm not worried about. We really don't do earth fruits that much. in this game. And then I think we have a ton of oats and soybeans. So really, maybe canola or corn or something like that. We haven't messed with the BGA in a while either. So maybe it's not a bad idea to put plenty of corn down. Let's do that. Let's do 3 fields of corn, maybe 4 fields of corn, and that way we can have a little bit to sell, and then we can also do the BGA. So corn it is. That's what we're going to plant today. So let's go ahead and select corn on our seeder. There we go. Go ahead and get it folded out so that we can get our working widths and everything organized. Alrighty. Go ahead and get our GPS turned on. Our working width on this is 22 meters on it. And we want to go ahead and get everything organized here in the field. So let's pull this course on over. Bring this on over. Come on. And there it is. That is the course we will be running in due time. So I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to come down the second path and start seeding on it. So let's go ahead and swing around here real quick and get set up on our second pass, and that's one we'll actually seed down. No need to go down the first one right now because we're going to come back and do the headlands later on, and in doing so I'm going to have to make a big loop around the field anyway. So alright, take that off my screen, lock in, get everything going a little bit. Let's zoom out so we can see what we're actually doing here. We'll go ahead and turn the planter on. Let's go ahead and lower our head down so we can get going and get to planting. I'll turn some lights on since it is so foggy on here, and get our planting going. This is pretty much what we got going on today. You know, this is our first big planting, getting ready to use Soul Mod again on the fields. I am going to change up the way I do some of the spraying this time. I went ahead and got the Aerofrance sprayer so we can use it a little bit to irrigate on these smaller fields. I'm still messing around trying to figure out how to get that big walker to work on field 1. But every time I put it in, it just wants to spray lime, and I can't use it. So if I ever get that one figured out, we'll use it, but for right now I can't, which is a bummer because I would like to use it. Alright, pull around here, get everything straightened back up, lower down our head. There we go, and we'll start seeding again. And this field will go pretty quick in the old seeding thing, and we'll get it done, and then we'll move around and do all the other ones. And of course, like I said, we'll do corn on all of these. That'll be pretty good for us. So yeah, I guess the biggest, like I said, the only shocker I've seen so far on FS17 is the fact that the Cat Challenger is going to be in there. So, which is pretty good news. I know a lot of you guys have been dying to get one, and a decent one. So the fact that they've modded one out is going to be pretty cool. And the whole AGCO line, I pretty much knew was going to be in there, and that included the Fendt tractors. So the Fendt wasn't really a surprise to me either. I mean, if you're going to spend that kind of money and buy the AGCO line, you're going to throw the Massey's in there, but you're also going to throw those Fendt tractors in. So I know it'll be a welcome addition to have Fendt back into the game. So a lot of people will be happy about that. So you only have to wait until October the 27th now for it, which I know a lot of you guys are jonesing for it. So it's on the horizon now. You can circle your calendar and know when it's going to come. And again, you can pre-order it now if you want to get it off of Giants website. If you want to get it off of Steam, you'll have to wait a little bit before you do that. I myself, I'll be buying it off of Giants website. Just because, you know, being the fact that I do YouTube videos and everything, I'm going to want to get it the moment it comes out. And, you know, we'll do on October the 27th, we'll do a big, huge live stream event, and we'll have some fun with it, maybe give some copies away and all that good stuff. But if you like to, you know, make sure that your stuff is updated at all times and you don't have to worry about searching for patches and stuff like that that might be hidden on Giants website, then by all means buy it on Steam. But usually Steam's a little bit behind the ball getting some of the games out, so I'll end up pre-ordering it and getting it ready to go, and that way the moment it becomes available for download, I can download it, install it, and start playing immediately. And like I said, we'll have a big live stream and have some fun with it. Would be super cool if I could get a hold of the like dedicated server software and get a dedicated server up immediately and be able to do some multiplayer with it, because that would be fun. We'll definitely be putting a multiplayer server up. I'm having a lot of fun with multiplayer, and that's one of the things I want to talk a little bit about today in the video. I like Manchester. I love this map to play on it and everything. It's probably getting a little wore out on you guys, and you guys are probably getting a little bit tired of it. Though I know a lot of you love this map, and I think most of my streams are just going to start being multiplayer, because it is a lot more enjoyable and a lot more fun. We've been doing the farm sim on Fridays, doing forestry with the guys. That I'm not going to continue on a weekly basis, because forestry tends to get a little bit old. You know, I may mix up and add a few mods in there to keep it going, but forestry can get old. It can get tiresome. It's just the same thing over and over and over again if you don't mix it up. And I think as far as the logging operation goes this week, I may change it up, and we may not do the logging side of it as far as cut logs. We might do pulpwood for a little bit, but still a lot of it is just the same old. Not, I may switch roles with some of the guys. The thing is not everybody likes running that buffalo, you know. So, but we might do a little bit of pulpwood, where we chip it all up and just haul off the wood chips and everything. It just depends on who's available and everything. But where I normally would do a Manchester stream on Monday nights, I think I'm going to start doing just multiplayer on Monday nights, and stick with the multiplayer server and play on the multiplayer server. So I sort of feel a little bit guilty, because lately I haven't been on the multiplayer as much as I was for a while. I've gotten wrapped up in Empyrion. I love Empyrion. I can spend the entire day playing that game and not get tired of it. And you know, at the end of the day, that's troublesome when people are wanting me to get on the dedicated server and play on the dedicated server. So I have to find that balance there somewhere, and I think maybe playing in the evenings on there is maybe a better bet. So I probably am going to stop doing the Manchester live streams. Ooh, that's not a position to be in there, Moosey. Going to have to fold up that implement for a moment. Make sure that got folded up. Make a really tight turn here. There we go. Be all right. Alright, re-unfold that, and we'll be good to go. So we'll start doing a little bit more multiplayer in our live streams, and then maybe just do some recorded stuff on Manchester and continue to go that route. I mean, I might do every once in a while do some, but like I said, I feel like I need to do more multiplayer, and I enjoy the multiplayer a lot because again, Farm Sim, I've said this before, Farm Sim can get a little mundane. It can be the same thing over and over and over again, and how do you keep it fresh? Well, for me, it's having that camaraderie with the rest of the people who are playing at the same time, and being able to banter back and forth and do things like multiple people spraying slurry or multiple people plowing. It makes the work go faster, and you're still not, you know, doing some unrealistic hack or something in it. So yeah, I think that's probably going to end up being something that happens here. As far as I've been thinking about it quite a bit, and as much as I love this map, I think that's a good decision to do, is go ahead and start doing more multiplayer work. Curious though, to your opinions, of course. If I get a ton of complaints from people going, no, you need to do it, then I can always be flexible on it. But I think that's probably the route we're gonna head. Alright, get that drop down and plow on. Get our corn planted. I think we got probably one more pass to go, and then we cut our headland. So anyways, that's about it on the Farm Sim side of things. Hope you guys have been enjoying the live streams. They're always a hoot for me, and I enjoy doing it. And we've got a pretty good core group of people that do play and have fun with it. And like I said, that's what makes it fun for me, is getting on and playing with them. If you hadn't gotten on the server, you should. All the server information is in the show notes. It will tell you how to locate the server, how to locate and download the mods for the server, and give you the login, password information for the mods, as well as give you the login information for the server. Jump on, have fun with it, you know, and enjoy it. We'll probably run that server up until FS17 comes out, and then at that point we'll roll over to a 17 server, and I'll probably take 15 down. That'll be a decision I make though when 17 comes out. If there's a bunch of people who are still playing FS15 and they just can't afford to buy 17, and would like to see the server stay up, it's a possibility, I will say that. So alright, let's get in here, lined up and get our row, and get down through here and finish up planting this guy. A little bit wide on that. I tend to gauge where I'm at in the field by that handle for the stairs. The top of the handle, if it's just under the edge of the field, usually sets me up to where I need to be as far as my planter running in the field. Yeah, alright, make my cut here. Bring her around. Apparently, I missed a row. I'll have to come back and get that in a minute. Either I came down the wrong row to begin this field, or I forgot to drop the planters when we came down and through here, but I'm off by a row. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright. I think what we'll do is we'll finish up this field, and then maybe maybe we'll adjust the time a little bit so it's not so foggy. I'm sure a lot of you guys right now are just beating your head. Oh man, it's so foggy. But I like to leave some of those things in. I don't like to always have it be sunny and beautiful in the videos, because that's not the way the game is. The game is foggy at times, and you know, give it what it really is in the game, so it gives you a good idea how the game's played. Because it's funny to me, there's still new people coming into the Farm Sim community every day. Even though the game's 2 years old in 15 and it's been around for ages, I still find new people every day that are just joining into the community. And so it's good for them to see things like this. But at the same time, I don't like driving in the fog, and I know you guys don't like watching the fog, so we'll clean it up here in just a minute. But it's good to let you guys see what's going on in the gameplay, you know. Lock in those diffs for climbing this hill. Guys, see what's up. Alright, pull her on out of the field. And then we'll go down and clean up that last row that we messed up. It seems like the fog's getting worse and worse. Yeah, we'll definitely clean it up after this, because it's getting to a point where I can't hardly see, so. There's our row. Punch in here. And we'll go ahead and drop that down. And we'll get going. Well, anyways, so this week we'll do Farm Sim, American Truck Sim. There's going to be a lot of Empyrion on the channel for a while. Just because I'm enjoying playing the game, and I want to put some videos up of the gameplay because it really is good. But I guess American Truck Sim, a lot of you guys have been emailing me, letting me know that the server's been updated. Yeah, I know. But I just am not ready to jump on there in the first day or two, just because everybody and their brother's going to jump on there again. And you know, Sunday there were a whole lot of crashes. I like to give them a day or two to go ahead and get everything washed out, find all their little bugs and all their little problems they have with it, before I go in there and get smacked up with hitting, you know, invisible walls and letting people run over me, all that good stuff. But we'll do some multiplayer this week on ATS. We'll do some more of those daily drives because you guys really enjoyed those. And I'll pick up some new trucks and do those. But I want to try to also get a little bit more farm sim in. You know, for me, farm sim, it's one of those things. It's easy for me to forget to do farm sim videos because I'm sort of in limbo right now on it. It's all right to play sometimes. Multiplayer is a lot of fun. We typically have been doing that in streams, but the daily farm sim play I just don't do right now. I've sort of gotten away from playing it on a daily basis. There's other games have got my attention, and you know, especially with ATS and Empyrean. So farm sim's sort of on the back burner for me a little bit, you know. But I'll try to do some more, you know, videos and everything. There's a couple of mod reviews. Well, there's a couple of mods I want to check out this week, and then if they're worth it, I'll do a couple of reviews on them. There we go. Ooh, sun's up. So if they're decent mods, then I will go ahead and run a showcase for you guys. But if they're just junk, they're probably not going to be worth my time or your time at all. So I tend not to do, I tend not to showcase anything that's just not worth your time. There's I know that the whole helicopter thing is out there, and a lot of people have been talking about it. It certainly piqued my interest when I saw it, but it's also one of those things where you look at it and you think, well, there's no crop dusting for it, so all it really is just a helicopter. As soon as somebody adopts it into crop dusting or something, that'd be a cool mod to throw on the map and have. What to do here with this stupid pole? Just close your eyes, guys, and imagine I don't run through it, because I'm not going to swerve around it. And as I say that, the devil in me is like, yes you are, yes you are. What to do with that pole? If I offset the field a little bit. I never have really focused on this pole very much. But if I set up like so, I still got to come down there and do that little bit of planting, but I can work around it. Let's try it. We'll see. I've never worried that much about it, but just to do something different, we'll plant it a different way today. Alright, let's get our corn going. And then we'll just swerve around this thing so that we don't plant it. See if we get far enough around it so we don't hit it. I gotta be aggressive on how much I come in around it. There we go. And then we can clean up the rest of it when we come back up. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out on the other side of the field, whether I've got this itty bitty strip on the other side of the field, or if I've got something decent to drive up. I think I tend to have about this size strip on the other side anyways, so I totally messed this up. Totally messed it up. Let's see if we can fix this issue here. Come on around. Don't hit the train tracks. Should be all right. There we go. The whole point of doing the headland is so that you don't drive all the way out to the edge of the field there, Moosey. You just kind of hosed that. All right. Now we can get back up here through here. Let's do this in cab and see if we how we do with it. Go for the whole realism thing. We'll miss a little bit of this, but it adds a little bit. Alright, so bring her out a little bit. And come back in. Pretty aggressive here. And then bring her back to the line. And we ducked around it. Alright. That's the edge of that building. Good, good, good. Alright, bring her around. Drop your header. There we go. Get our plant on. So we'll get a few fields planted today, and then we'll continue the series on throughout the week. And yeah, we'll do some live streaming. If you wonder why I did live stream Monday night, just didn't feel good. It's one of those things. I ended up having to lay down, take a nap, and didn't wake up until really late. And so, and I watched some E3 coverage. I have to be honest, I geeked out a little bit and watched some E3 coverage on YouTube. So cannot lie. Like to see what new games are coming out, see what I'm going to spend money on. Where will Mr. Moose blow all of his money? I have to say, I did find the PS4, even though I don't game on console, I did find the Sony Interactive. I did find their presentation quite interesting. They've got a few new things coming out with their whole VR line as well. I also found it interesting that they're going to remaster Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I think, for VR. That was pretty cool. So far it's been interesting. I kind of just dabble in the coverage a little bit here, a little bit there, and see what's up with it. Curious about all those things to see what's on the way. Alright, pull that up, back up just a wee bit. So I think what I'll do is finish up this field, and we'll call it a day on this. And then in our next video, I will we'll work on getting field 1 sprayed and probably getting field 6 planted. Again, we don't have to get everything done in one episode because the things that have to be done on this day cycle in Farm Sim, and we have, you know, another good 12 hours of daylight to go. So we're in no huge rush, but we want to get as much done as possible. There we go. Back her up a little bit so we can make our turn. Ah, man, we're gonna have one little strip over there. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cheat it a little bit. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna work my way down this line. And I'll line up and plant it first, and then I'll come back and do that inside row. There we go. I'm just gonna aim straight for the end of that barn up there with the center of the tractor, and that should be good for me. Looks pretty good. So if I just aim with the crease of the hood for that last column on the pole shed, we should be good. And we'll get this run all the way up through here and plant it up. And then we'll work our headland around and we'll come get that one little strip that's in the middle of the field. We'll clean it up in the very end. So no field is ever planted to perfection. Just remember that. I'm a little bit wide there. Got to get that straightened up. Yeah, it's a little better. Good. And we got to get this turn right or we're going to hang up on the fence here. Get her around. There we go. Alright. So aim for the tree that's on the other end of the field and we should be good as well. So just verify. Oh, nope, you hit that fence just a little bit. Let's get over just a wee bit more. And we just keep tapping that fence. I didn't go nearly narrow enough or whatever, shallow enough, whatever. There, that's good. That stinks. I was way off on that. I'm missing a lot of this field. This is alright though. I'm trying to do it first person. I think that adds a whole new realm to it. I mean, you gotta do something to mix it up a little bit so it's not the same mundane thing. And this is the first time I've tried to do it this way. So as far as cutting it this way without, you know, working on that fence row and everything, so it's alright. A little bit different in real life. You have better depth perception. have a little bit better understanding of your fields. You planned them way out in advance. I'm going to turn out of this. And then turn in here. And we'll get this last little bit planted up and we'll be good to go. So, and that'll be 2 cornfields in. We still got, what, 3 more to go? Plus we got a big grass field that we got to plant too. So, that's what we're going to do over next to the BGA is plant grass there. Where we have the sugar beets. And, yeah, so then we'll have lots of that good green stuff for our cows. I need to check on them as well and see how they're doing on their TMR. So, all right, it gets that done. Go ahead and bring our planter up. And cut hard to the left. That we're doing on C with 56% left in there, so we can do field number 6 before we have to refill. All right. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, we'll continue on later on this week. We'll do another episode, and we'll finish up the planting and get ourselves some fertilizer or some weed preventative over in field 1. That'll come up later on in the week as well. We don't have to get it done first part of the day. It wouldn't hurt though to get it done. Let me look at my look at our weather forecast for the rest of the week again. So it's cool right now, so we don't have to worry about the field drying out. Thursday's the only day when I got to worry about sunshine. However, that'll be harvest day for these fields, so that's not a bad situation. So as long as we harvest in the morning, we'll be fine. As far as field 1 goes, though, it's going to be a cool week. So we don't really have to worry about the fields drying out. It'll just be the normal moisture consumption. You know, you lose 14% every day, just a regular consumption by the growth. So we'll have to do watering. And again, I'm going to do watering a little bit different. Field 1's probably going to be done with the John Deere sprayer, but as far as the rest of the fields, we're going to do those a little bit different this time. So, and we'll get into that as we get going. So, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching. Appreciate your support as we are inching a little bit closer every day towards having 20,000 subscribers. And I appreciate every one of you guys who has subscribed, and those of you who have jumped over to Google Plus and are following me there. I appreciate that as well. I will see you guys in the live stream later on tonight, and if not, I will catch you in the next video. Until then, stay safe, have a great day, bye bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you consider giving it a like, maybe even sharing it with your friends. It does help me out a tremendous amount and is greatly appreciated. Also, leave some comments down below. That's really the only way I can gauge if you guys are enjoying what's being put out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want daily notifications. I try to do a new video each and every day. Also, if you want to stay in touch with me and find out what's going on, our social links are down in the bottom left-hand corner. Twitter is where I usually announce schedule changes, live streams, and new video releases. Facebook's a great way to get in touch with me if you have any questions to ask. And of course, I am trying to get to 1,000 followers on Google+, which I know I'll probably be old and gray before that happens. But if you can jump over there and follow me, it would be super awesome. So if you like today's video, there's a whole lot more content on the channel. I hope you'll browse through it, find something to keep yourself entertained until the next video or live stream. Speaking of live streams, I try to do them nightly around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until the next time, thanks again for watching. See you soon.